Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. We also have something that is bugging South Africans. It's like we are not finding. These are the things that could have been avoided. That's what normally annoys me around such things. Whenever I'm talking about the Zamazamas and I'm talking about Spaza shops, I get so annoyed because this is man-made problem. This is not a natural disaster. It is something that we could have avoided. So, KZN is doing things differently from how Gauteng is doing things. I don't know how you feel about Gauteng and the Spaza shop issue. Do you feel like it's being handled right? I don't think so, but I might be wrong. Please share your views in the comment section, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, or you just want to share your views. The comment section is open for that. And KZN is doing its best to wrestle the business out of the hands of illegal ownership and handing it back to South Africans, the rightful owner. And according to the constitution, whether you are illegal in South Africa, you're not supposed to be running the Spaza shop business. Even there's a list of businesses that are not supposed to be run by foreign nationals, talk less of illegal foreign nationals, and with the issues that are currently happening. So Newsroom says, this are the words of Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Thami Ntuli. We want the Spaza shops to be owned back by the people of KwaZulu-Natal, not by undocumented foreign nationals. KZN Premier Thami Ntuli says efforts are underway to wrestle back the local Spaza shops business from undocumented foreigners. So let us hear from him directly what he said. I'm careful with the words that they are using, because you see, also there I see wrestling it back from the hands of undocumented foreigners. And when you compare that, you check what the constitution is saying. We're not even supposed to have that undocumented there. But that is a story for another day. Let us hear from the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Thami Ntuli.
The National Quota Minister Honorable V.F. Hlabisa has recently gazetted the bylaws to regulate the operations of the Spaza shops in our country. And the municipalities are expected to adopt those bylaws. That is why, therefore, we have called the municipalities tomorrow. We'll also further engage with the municipalities to cooperate with KwaZulu-Natal government in an effort to get back Spaza shops owned by undocumented foreign nationals to the people of KwaZulu-Natal, and even engage on the way of supporting local Spaza shops owned by our people. It is our commitment as the provincial government that we want the Spaza shops to be owned back by the people of KwaZulu-Natal, not by the undocumented foreign nationals.
We are still on that issue of Spaza shops. There is a new case today of about 50 pupils being rushed to hospital in Giyani after eating suspected contaminated food. So he also said, there's one professor that once said, we must be careful of the words that we are using, because when we say food poisoning, it trivializes the whole situation that is happening in South Africa around the Spaza shops and the poisoning of our children. He says we must say it correctly and say the food that is contaminated by poison. So let us say the right words on this issue so that we don't mess around with the seriousness of the issue.
50 school children have been rushed to hospital in Giyani, Limpopo, in another suspected food poisoning incident. The province today lifted its ban on sales of snacks in schools. It comes as President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to announce the government's response to the deaths of school children from suspected foodborne illness. More than 23 children died in Gauteng alone.
South Africa is dealing with a lot of issues. I wish one day we're going to catch a break and just have the country in order, and that will never happen without fixing our immigration and our borders. So we need that to happen so that we know who's within the border, so that we get to arrest South Africans who are committing crime and arrest our foreign nationals who are here committing crime, so that everybody could be held accountable. I refuse to believe that documenting people who, because they are already here, I'm like Trump on this one, because having illegal immigrants in South Africa does not put the lives of South Africans at risk, but everyone that lives within South Africa, including some of the illegal immigrants that are here who are not committing crime, who only committed the crime of coming to South Africa illegally, and they've never committed any other crime except for that one, and also the foreign nationals who came here to South Africa legally. The risk is not only on South Africans' lives, but for everyone that lives in South Africa. So I'm against the lack of border control and good immigration management. So we need to fix the country so that everybody can be held accountable who lives in South Africa, whether you're a South African foreign national, as long as you are here. So KZN seems to be doing well with bringing the Spaza shops back to South Africans. We'll see how that goes. But we need strong leadership. All our officials must be doing their jobs correctly. The government must be leading correctly. And the community, we must take our part. We must take our part. We cannot be sitting there and not taking our part in fixing our country. And guys, if you watched up to here, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for watching my ads in full. I really appreciate that. And if you didn't do so, kindly do so if time allows you and you have Wi-Fi. I'll appreciate that, as it goes a long way. Do have a lovely evening.